Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back. It's your boy, Omar. And today, I came across this video, and I was like, damn, I haven't really heard much about what's going on with Elon Musk, but I heard he did a crazy move. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But anyways, today we are watching the pathetic downfall of Elon Musk. So let's see what happened with this guy.
You either like him or hate him, is what I would have said in like 2020 or something. No one likes Elon Musk now. Now it's either you're an Elon Musk hater or you're one of his deriding fans always defending him on Twitter. Elon Musk for the past—
I never really liked the dude or hated the dude. I just don't get the, I don't know, I don't get it. Like, yeah, you know, he made Tesla, you know, he did all this. But other than that, I don't really know the dude. Oh no, I did hear something. I heard he like cheated on this game to make himself look like he's actually a cool dude. Bro, why would you do that? Like, what's the whole point of the game? You're not gonna grind it. So it's like, I don't know.
2 years or so has by himself destroyed any type of reputable image he ever used to have. It's always crazy to see someone going from being loved by the public and seem like they can never do any wrong, and then having an endless downfall they never come back from.
Oh my god. Yo, what is this bill? Jesus. I just had Dave's chicken, so I may look a little. Nah, we still looking good. We ain't as fat as the dude. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Yeah, no, we chilling. Alright. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to flex.
But you know, Elon Musk wasn't always the corny dictator that meat rides Trump any chance he can get and bans anybody on Twitter who has a different opinion.
No, I did hear about that.
He was actually a well-liked individual. He used to be called the real-life Tony Stark at a certain—
I did hear that.
Because he would push for technology in new ways no one else was
Oh
doing.
my
People
god.
called you the real Tony Stark.
Holy
You've got
hell, that hairline
so many
over
different
here
advanced
is
technologies.
crazy.
As I said, SpaceX, Tesla. Now you've got Solar City and the solar pack that people put on their houses.
Like, he used to get made fun of for trying to push electric cars and build a car brand based on them. And now every car brand and their mother has an electric car. A lot of them were a younger generation liked him because he was someone rich who actually cared about the environment. I feel like Elon nowadays, now that he's unliked, would just say it and put a V8 engine in a Tesla. As a matter of fact, I'd buy that Tesla, Elon, get it in production. He also did cool things other tech billionaires wouldn't do. Mark Zuckerberg was too busy being a lizard and Bill Gates was too busy being old. He made a flamethrower just because he was bored and decided to sell it. I have no clue how he was able to sell this thing to the public legally, but this could have went a lot worse than it did. He was featured in movies like Iron Man. It goes to show how much motion he had and how much people loved him.
Mr. Musk, how are you?
Congratulations on the promotion.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you.
Those Merlin engines are fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, good idea for an electric jet.
You do?
Yeah.
Then we'll make it work.
But this all changed at the—
I wouldn't be able to be in the movies. Damn, so I actually gotta be smart. Guys, should I push on the new technology? Should I become like the Tony Stark of this world? Or the Reachers? Ooh. Let me get Invisible Woman.
When he decided to buy Twitter. This was Elon Musk fans 9/11. When he bought Twitter at first, people's reactions were kind of like that Kanye video of him talking about Lady Gaga. I like some of the Elon Musk companies, but what the does he know about Twitter? The reception was iffy at first on there, and especially since he was talking about it was going to be a free speech platform. People were worried that the wrong people would get the wrong idea and start wilding out, and it didn't take long for that to come true. 24 hours specifically. The next day, the N-word usage spiked up by 500%. It's funny when these loser ass start saying it on Twitter, acting like I'm gonna start crashing.
That's why I stay away from Twitter, man. You're not seeing me on X. Like, I have it as social. I just don't use it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't really like Twitter.
Out over it and march the government to do something. I've seen that word used against me since I was 12 on the internet, bro. I literally see it and scroll past it with no emotion. And best believe these dudes would never say that to someone in real life. Their Twitter asses will get snapped in half. But a lot of people also liked the initial idea he had. People were feeling for a long time that Twitter was more politically biased, and they would censor people with more traditional views or being a Trump fan. I would have agreed with this too. Like, I'm a true believer in free speech and everyone having their own—
Okay, Twitter, old Twitter was bad. New Twitter's still bad. But I feel like Twitter, like the old Twitter, actually was suppressing a little more. But yeah, no, they're still both bad regardless. It's like, you can't, I don't know why nobody can just make a platform good. Why do they always have to ruin something? Just make something good.
Political viewpoint, even if I disagree with it. But then it turned out that he would just censor people's views he didn't like and anyone who pissed him
Yeah,
off.
didn't
When
he,
fir-
yeah, he I think he took the checkmark from Asmongold, I'm pretty sure.
First took over,
Be right.
he famously banned a bunch of journalists who criticized him and for quote-unquote doxing. The doxing wasn't an
Really?
actual doxing though. Let me explain it. There used to be an account on Twitter named Elon Jet, which would take public flight data online that anybody can access and post it on a Twitter account for people to see. This isn't an uncommon thing, like Taylor Swift's flight logs used to get posted online all the time. And he had
Really?
suspended the account, so some journalists talked about the account and shared links to it. Then they all ended up getting banned for that. Like, they didn't share his private estate or hire spies to track where Elon is. They literally wrote a story about public information that was available to everyone. This dude's supposed to be the free speech guy or some and you can't handle a little story like this? There's no world where Elon Musk could ever get hurt by some info like this. He's the richest man in the world. He probably got more security than the president. He also banned words on the platform. The word cis and cisgendered is now labeled.
What is that? Or being a person whose gender identify corresponds with the sex the person had or is identified as having at birth. I don't even know what that is.
Able to slur on there. Meanwhile, people can rip every other slur in the book on there with no
Oh my
consequence.
God.
It don't matter if you're a believer in the word or not. You can't pick and choose with free speech.
True.
He also recently started beefing with
See?
the streamer
What'd I say?
Asmongold. You know, for someone who's the richest man in the world, you would presume he would spend his time talking to people that would add value to himself. And then he starts beefing with Twitch streamers like my you have 11 kids to take care of.
God damn! And how is he? I get the money side, I know.
You're beefing with the dude whose room looks like Hurricane Katrina hit it and it never recovered.
Oh
I'm gonna
my
have to take care of it. You're
God,
beefing
hold
with
on. All those bags of chips. Those are the 2 monitors he uses? That's the small that says Coca-Cola. Look at all these. Look at all that. Oh, hell no. Yo, y'all can tell by my room, like, my shit's not that messy.
I'm not gonna get into details of the beef, but all you gotta know is he got so mad at him that he removed his
Yeah, see, I told ya.
verification
I told
checkmark
ya.
on Twitter.
He did that
Elon
shit.
Musk proceeds to take away Asmongold's checkmark on Twitter. You remember that thing Elon was like really adamant about, you know, how checkmarks were kind of like weaponized? Hey, Elon, you're doing that. So, the free speech guy, you're taking away his checkmark because he hurt your feelings, fundamentally shadow banning him because without a checkmark, his replies and his engagement go way down and you won't really see it anymore. You're shadow banning someone who hurt your feelings. Elon is just that sensitive.
That was a buildup of the max stupidity that he's been reaching. Back to talking about when he first took over, everyone knew Twitter was pretty much going to be cooked. Twitter already had a terrible reputation.
Yeah.
People knew somehow it was going to get worse. You started to see more and more spam bots and OF girls spamming their accounts everywhere. Casually walking past the Twitter e-streets and seeing a clan meeting take place. It's like old Twitter, but if it was on fire 24/7 and you ran across the worst people you've ever met every 5 minutes. Elon
See, that's why I don't use Twitter, man. Twitter is so bad.
wasn't really doing anything about it at first too. That first year he took over, the app was borderline unusable, I swear. People still think it's bad, but oh man, from like 2022 to 2023, it was like stepping in Gotham City on that app. But where people really started to dislike him is when he
I remember Goon Twitter. It's probably there's probably still there, but I was an OG 2020 Goon Twitter user. It was everywhere, and knowing Elon, I know it's even worse now.
started getting into politics on Twitter. And I'm talking about before the Trump writing. He started replying to every tweet that came across his feed, and he would put something like interesting or intriguing under a tweet of some borderline racist going on rants about different political things he knows nothing about. He can usually make these arguments only on his protected Twitter fortress, because anytime he gets pressed about any of this in real life, you realize he has no what he's talking about. Like, there's this one interview where he tries to make the claim that everyone was a slave. You can't make this up.
Everyone was a slave. Everyone.
Well, not everyone was a slave.
No, everyone was a slave.
Okay.
We are all descended from slaves. It's just a question of when. Was it more recent or less recent? That's it.
That doesn't mean a lot to a
What?
whole lot of people who aren't able to take advantage of the opportunities that you were able to take advantage of, simply
Yeah.
because the color of your skin.
I truly think he was just arguing here to argue. Because there's no way he genuinely believes this. Like, bro, you're one of the richest people in the world who talks to some of the smartest people in the world. And you want to bring up an argument that no one ever makes, saying everyone was a slave. The only thing I can think he was
No.
thinking of is the form of slavery in old Europe with peasants and servants. But once again, this wasn't remotely close to being everybody in Europe. And if you open a high school history book once in your life, compared to African slavery, they basically had a walk in the park over there. His downfall was finalized though when he
Basically.
joined Trump's political campaign. After
Oh,
the
boy.
assassination attempt happened, Elon went on Twitter and stated that he fully endorses him. And this alone was gonna alienate people who don't like Trump, and they would automatically not like him regardless. But it's not like this was end all be all for him. Sure, there's people that wouldn't like him, but there's the majority that either wouldn't care or people
I
that
just
even
don't care.
support him. It was
I
at
don't
his
care.
rallies where his cringe really started to turn up. He would start doing cringe things like trying to sound cool in speeches and dancing, I guess.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the.
Oh, what the?
No.
Yo, he might dead as being an android. Somebody is messing with his chip. Bro, why are you throwing emotes for?
Awesome. Honestly, this is like USA.
Gang, what? No.
This man right here somehow has a
Whoa. How they allow him to have this much children? Yo, somebody, yo, stop him.
11 kids with 5 different women. Like 5 women let this man go crazy on
See?
them and saw this POV.
That's what
while
I'm
looking out.
saying.
If this man never got money, he'd
what I'm
be the
saying.
biggest loser alive. But what
Oh, yeah,
you're
he
all
would.
really here for is probably what happened recently with him. At Trump's inauguration parade, Elon gave a speech, an amazing speech that focused
Jesus.
on pushing peace and uniting us all as civil members of the public. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna be honest, out of all things that could have been thrown up in this moment, a peace sign, a pumping
What?
fist, a wave, he could have done a middle finger. That was not on the list of things I would have expected
Yo,
him to throw up.
that
For
is
context for
crazy.
people that haven't seen the full clip of this, he says to the crowd his heart goes out to them and puts his hand on his chest and throws it at them. Get it? Throwing his heart at people so they can catch it. And of course, people started freaking out online because this was in triple 8K at the presidential inauguration. It doesn't get any more bigger than that. Like, I don't know
No.
what other place he could have done this where it would have went this viral. You got one side of people saying this was a clear salute and he's trying to copy the World War II mustache man. And you got other people saying it was just a waving gesture and people are overreacting.
And we know what he did.
Now, if you ask me what I think, I'm a top tier Elon hater and frankly
Yep.
think we should ship him back in a box to Africa like Madagascar. But this man has always had weird movements and can never really control his body right. I highly doubt he's stupid enough, if he was a somehow closeted Yahtzee, to do this gesture at one of the biggest events watched worldwide. He has sponsors that he could lose and take everything away. And this is one of those acts, if done on purpose and confirmed, there is no
Jesus,
coming
man.
back from. His net worth would go from $427 billion to $427 overnight. But at the
Yep.
same time, I'm also thinking, is he dumb enough not to think about something like this before doing it?
I feel
Even
like he
thinking
is
off the
dumbass.
look, like, if I
He's
ever
dumb
made that
enough.
gesture accidentally, I feel like I'm gonna notice it immediately. What if in the future it comes
Yeah.
out this was all his evil plan and we enter like World War III or some and the story gets
Oh my
worse
God,
too. Because
imagine.
people found a video of him doing a similar thing before with the heart, and he definitely did not throw up that gesture.
I just want to say I love you guys.
Yep, just to confirm, those are 2 totally different gestures. I guess I'll leave it
Yeah.
up to interpretation, and you guys can come up with your own decision of what he
Crazy.
did. I wonder in the long run, will people start boycotting?
What do you guys think? Did he do that on purpose, or is this just a misunderstanding? Cause I think I'm a hater, so you know I'll say
him and stop buying Teslas if he keeps doing stupid shit, especially when better electric cars are starting to come out now. There's an electric car in China that can drive through the water.
Oh, I need that. Oh, I need that.
If this comes out in America, Tesla might be cooked.
All right, well, guys, that's about it. Any thoughts of Elon Musk and his own downfall? No, I'm not really surprised after what he tried to pull off. Like talking about games, I already knew the dude had some off. Now, do I think he did it on purpose? I don't think so. But he's definitely a dumbass for doing it. But for the sake of views, I do, and we should cancel him, guys. But what's your thoughts on this? If you guys, like the video, just give it that like. If you guys want to keep supporting us, get more videos like this, you guys think I'm entertaining enough for you guys, go ahead and subscribe. I would appreciate y'all, and welcome to the community. And without further ado, guys, see you in the next video.